is going to be very good. Girls, how are you? Linda, Dolly, Emmylou. You know what we have here? This is going to be great because we have three huge, wonderful musical talents, and we also have a great song, and we have an instrument that I don't think we've ever had on the show before. It's a glass harmonica. Is that what it is, Paul?
Glass harp.
Glass harmonica? Harmonic. Yeah, and it's invented by Benjamin Franklin. Yeah. And how do you play that thing?
Rub it.
Is there any danger of electrocution? That's amazing. All right. Our next guests are three great singers who have collaborated on this wonderful CD right here. It's called Trio 2, and it's the follow-up to the Grammy Award-winning album they made over a decade ago. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, Emmylou Harris, Linda Ronstadt, and Dolly Parton. Kids?
Thank you, folks, and welcome back to our program. We have quite a show for you here. Phoebe Cates, I was mentioned this earlier, in this month's issue of Bizarre Magazine, is on the top 10 list of the 10 most beautiful women in America. Any idea who else is on the list, Paul?
The list there?
I have it right here. I have the whole thing.
Let's hear it.
Take a guess. Who else would be on this list besides Phoebe Cates?
Alana Stewart. She there?
No, she's not on the list. One more. Take one more.
One more guess?
I don't think she's on the...
Joan Collins. Excuse me, sir. Just clowning with the old professor there. Sorry about it.
What did you say? No, she's not on the list either. Candice Bergen is on the list. Lee Remick is on the list. Yeah.
But no one really as beautiful as, I think, your next guest.
Oh, she's terrific.
We've been looking at her. We can see her from where we are now. And
she's very young. Do you know how old this woman is?
Too young.
No, she's... All right, before we bring her out, I just want to announce that tonight's average audience height is 5'8". The average audience weight is 147 pounds. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. In the upcoming issue of Harper's Bizarre Magazine, right here, my next guest is called one of the 10 most beautiful women in America, and she has starred in such films as Paradise, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the TV movie Lace, and most recently, Gremlins. It's a pleasure to welcome Phoebe Cates. Hi, Phoebe. How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. It's quite an honor, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it's a real honor.
Yeah. You look very young in person.
Yeah, everybody says that.
Yeah, you look like, I don't know, 15, 16 maybe?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and can we tell folks how old you actually are?
Yeah, I'm 21.
21 years old. Well, you know, I thought Fast Times at Ridgemont High was really a fine film.
Thank you.
Did you like the way it turned out?
I love the way it turned out.
Yeah, I thought it was really nice, very entertaining, and it had some really nice parts to it, and I thought you were very good in it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Now tell me about Paradise. This is a movie. I saw Lace, I saw Ridgemont High, and I saw Gremlins. I have not seen Paradise. Tell me about that movie.
Let's see. Actually, it was the first movie that I made.
Yeah.
And I was 17 when I made it, and it was a love story that took place in the desert.
Uh-huh. Was this like the other one that they keep mentioning, the Paradise, and the other one, the Blue Lagoon?
Mm-hmm.
But it was in a desert.
Right.
Yeah. Were there other similarities?
Yeah.
And what were the other similarities?
Well, basically, it was a lot like the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah. Now, did you like that film as well?
Well, actually, when I took it, it was my first you know, it was my first offer ever, and it was the lead in this feature. So it was fun to do, you know, and I wasn't hesitant about taking it.
I'm sorry.
But now it's, you know, it's a little uncomfortable to look back.
Oh, really? It is uncomfortable?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. But again, it was your first film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did help me to get started.
Yeah. Now, in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, there's a little bit of nudity in it. I mean, you're nude for a little bit in there, aren't you?
Yeah, topless.
Topless. It's a...
Thank you.
It's a terrific scene, by the way, but it's... What was that? Now, for a person so young, was that a difficult decision to make, that you'd say, okay, I'll do this now?
Nope.
Really?
It was fun. It was. That scene actually was fun. Paradise, there was a lot of scenes that were uncomfortable.
You were nude in that film also?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, at 17, that seems like it would even be more of a difficult decision to make.
That was more difficult, but with Fast Times, it was justified, and it was very in character, and it was fun. I liked the scene.
In this movie you mentioned, it was a fantasy, right, that this guy was having?
Right.
Now, at 17, what do you tell your parents?
Well, they saw the movie.
No, I know, but ahead of time, do you talk it over with your mom and your dad and say, look, I'm going to be undressed in this movie Paradise?
Well, actually, my father had read the script.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you know, if you want to do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know.
And that was it?
That was it.
No other problems?
No.
Okay. Now, Gremlins. Now, I saw this movie a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Now, this is a huge hit, isn't it? Billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah, it's doing very well.
Now, I got to ask you two things about the movie that I thought were interesting, or I thought strange. Not strange, but, you know, pick another word. Was the movie originally supposed to be out around Christmas time?
No, I think it was always going to come out during the summer.
Oh, okay. Now, and secondly, there's a part in there where you're talking about your father having died in the chimney of your house.
Right.
Now, was that a joke?
Well, I must admit, the first time that I read the script and I got to that part, I said, no, this must be just like a little joke that they're playing on me. But then I actually had to do it.
Yeah. So, well, I guess everybody has seen the movie, but you're very unhappy at Christmas time. And then later it turns out in the movie that the reason you're unhappy is because your father disappeared on Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, 2 weeks later, you noticed this odd smell in the house.
Right.
And it turned out it was Dad decomposing in the chimney.
Yeah. Very sad.
It's terribly sad, but when I heard that, I started to laugh. I thought, oh, this is a joke.
Yeah. No, I mean, I pretty much had to, the way I played it was just to believe that it happened.
Oh, yeah, you were terribly upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. We got to do a commercial. We'll be back, folks. Phoebe Cates and I will be right back. Phoebe Cates is here. This is some unbelievable company that you found yourself in on this list of 10. Let me go ahead and quickly name the rest of the folks. Kate Capshaw. You mentioned her, right?
Mm-hmm. I used to babysit for her daughter.
Yeah, Kate Capshaw. Jacqueline Bissett.
Mm-hmm.
Did you babysit for her?
No.
All right. Linda Evans. Anne Margaret. Yeah, I think Candace Bergen. Very nice choices. Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, terrific. Well, this is very nice for you. Lee Remick. Bernadette Peters. Phoebe Cates. The audience making up their own list. Christy Brinkley. Yeah, have I got them all? Yeah, that's it. Well, again, congratulations. You and I just talked during the commercial. When I said Fast Times at Ridgemont High was a fine film, the audience started to snicker. And I said to you, why did they start to laugh when I said that? And tell them what you said.
I said, I think it was your choice of words, because you said it was a fine film.
Yeah. And you're well, I admit it. When I saw the film, I enjoyed it a great deal. But you think it may not have been a fine film.
Yeah.
It's a really good film, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's a really good, entertaining
well,
film.
That's what I meant by it, and I still think it was a fine film. Anyway, now how did you like working with the puppets in Gremlins?
That was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, it got tedious sometimes because, you know, like in the bar scene.
Where you were tending bar and they were out of control?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that took 3 days to shoot.
How many actual puppets were in there?
Well, they had several. They had about 30 different gremlins.
Yeah.
But in that scene, I just worked with the ones at the bar, so I guess there were about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And then there were the 100 crew members behind that were throwing things.
Uh-huh. That happens here on occasion. Is that for an actress really difficult to have to act when it's puppets and stuff?
Well, that movie in particular was just, you know, I mean, I knew that's what it was about, and not really. It was pretty easy.
Yeah. When you go out in public now, do people hound you and follow you and come up to you on the streets and stuff?
Sometimes, yeah.
And do you like that?
So long as they don't touch me.
Well, see, I think that's a felony. I think that you're probably right. They shouldn't be touching you. Does it happen a lot?
Where people touch me?
No, when people come up to you.
Oh, where people come up to me? Yeah, pretty often.
Yeah, and what do you say to them? What do they say to you? What do you say to them?
They just ask me, you know, silly questions. They ask for an autograph or something.
Yeah. Do you sign autographs? Do you mind doing that?
Yeah, I sign them.
Yeah. And it makes you feel good to know that folks like your work?
Yeah, it does.
That was a stupid question. I could hear that as it was coming out of my head. I thought, this is really a stupid question. And there was nothing I could do about it at that point. It had already passed my teeth. Well, Phoebe, what do you got coming up?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
My play is they've asked us to go to Washington to play the Kennedy Center.
Yeah. What is the play?
It's The Nest of the Wood Grouse.
I think I did that in high school. Well, good luck with you in The Nest of the Wood Grouse, and you got a wonderful long career ahead of you. And thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you, Phoebe.
Nice meeting you too.
We're going to go away for station identification. We'll be right back.
Well, I'm glad you folks are in a great mood tonight. Our first guest is one of the funniest men working in television today. He is the anchor of Weekend Update on the popular Saturday Night Live program. Please welcome Norm Macdonald. Norm! How you doing?
I'm doing good. Oh.
No, that's all right. I'm just slow. That's okay. Happy New Year, buddy.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah.
You don't mind if I ask you a question?
What's that?
I hear this story, and there's like this press release that you get your ass fired. Is that true? No, you didn't get fired.
Yeah, they fired me.
No, they didn't fire you.
No, I'm serious. I talked to a guy that said I'm fired.
Fired from your television job?
From on the weekend, you know, I do the news segment.
Yeah, the Weekend Update.
Yeah, and I do the jokes.
Sometimes, many times, the best part of the show.
Yeah. But it's all a matter of opinion. That's your opinion.
It's my opinion, yeah.
But then the guys that can fire me, that's not their opinion.
Now, why would they fire you?
Well,
who fired you, first of all? Let's get some names here. Let's get this on the record.
Well, I don't know the guys, because the guys I work with, like Lorne Michaels and stuff.
Did Lorne Michaels fire you?
No, he didn't. He didn't fire me.
Right.
He likes me and stuff.
Well, it's his show, isn't it?
I thought it was his show, yeah. But,
well, then how can a guy come in from the outside and fire you? Somebody from ABC fired you?
No. They're NBC. What happens is you work on the show, and then there's these guys that hang out, like, in the halls.
Yeah, we got them here. We got them here.
And they're called executives. They're NBC executives, right? Yeah. And then I'd see them. I didn't know who the hell they were, what they did, you know? Now I know what they do. They fire me from Weekend Update. But they said that this guy, Don Ohlmeyer, who turns out to be the president.
Yeah, now I know Don Ohlmeyer, and just between you and me, he's an idiot.
Oh.
So I wouldn't take it seriously. If this guy fired you, you may still have a job. You never know. I'd wait for some paperwork.
No, I phoned him, you know.
Oh, you had to phone in to pick up your messages from that? Oh, man.
Yeah, so I said, hey, you don't know what to say. You're like, hey, how's it going there? You know, you're trying to talk about something else.
Yeah.
Did you have a turkey there for the thing or whatever? I don't know. And then, so he goes, oh, yeah, I'm firing you there from the show. And then I said, oh, that's not good. And then I said, why is that now? And he goes, oh, you're not funny.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, Lord, that's even worse news, you know? He goes, no, I don't got nothing to fall back on.
No.
He's a good man.
Well, he just fired you. What do you mean he's a good... What is wrong with you? You quisling? Stop that.
I don't know what quisling means, but... But I mean, to me, like, you know, you have to be philosophical about these things. I mean, at first, like, when I found out, you know, I was upset. But then, you know, I really started to think about it, you know, and plus I drank a lot of whiskey. And then afterwards...
Took the edge off it a little, I'm
yeah,
guessing.
I just thought, like that. But then the next day I sobered up and I remembered, you know, that I still had some whiskey left.
So you went right back to it. Yeah. But now, Norm, far be it for me to tell you how to lead your life or your career, because Lord knows you've been very, very successful. But if the guy says to you, we don't want you on the Weekend Update, and that's like your signature piece.
Yeah.
You're kind of like the anchor man, not only of that segment, but of the entire Saturday Night Live show. If things aren't going great, they give the ball to you. You're the damn quarterback, Norm. You're the one who punches it over the goal line for pay dirt. So now,
well, I mean,
if Mr. Big Shot Cologne and Cufflinks, Don Ohlmeyer, if he says, we don't want you on the Weekend Update, I'd adios. I'd get in the cab. Absolutely. Hit the dirt. Come on over here to CBS. We'll get you a nice show. We'll put you together a nice show for you.
All right.
You're no quisling.
I've never been called that.
Well, now, will you stay on the rest of the show?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay. Like I do. Also, other than doing an update, I do like sketches, but like I stink in those. So that. You know, he thinks I'm funny in those.
Yeah. Oh, it's just the Weekend Update he doesn't think you're funny.
Yeah, he doesn't think I'm funny in Weekend Update, and God only knows. I mean, you know, it's just a matter of opinion. He also thinks that O.J. is innocent. So.
Exactly. Don't let this pinhead push you around, for heaven's sakes.
No, he's not a pinhead. He's a fat guy.
There we go now. Come on, Norm. Let's go. Let's get a little heat on here.
No. It's funny when you don't like a guy just because he's fat, you know what I mean?
No, it has nothing to do with him being fat.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with him being fat.
You don't like it because he's a dope.
No. No, it's just you know what I've always said is, I've said comedy is subjective. Mm-hmm. I never really said that before.
I didn't think
I usually say whiskey is good.
Yeah, that's right. But Norm, you're very, very funny. You're like the strength of that franchise now.
Well, do you know any guys over there you can give a call to or anything?
Well, yeah, they're going to take a call from me. You're lucky they took your call so they could fire you. Are you kidding?
But there.
Are you getting some support from the rest of the cast members?
Well, you know, the people on the cast, like, they go, you know, when you work at a place, you know, some people like you, some people hate you. But
oh, yeah, you don't need to tell me that.
So, you know, people come up to you and go, oh, man, I'm sorry. And then either they're sorry or they're not sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
So how the hell do you know?
No, you don't really know. But you can tell.
Well, sometimes you can tell, like, you walk into a room and then everybody will stop talking. Mm-hmm. And then so you go, hey, were you just talking about how you were glad I got fired from the update? And then they go, no, we were talking about hats.
But now let me go back to this, and I don't want to embarrass you again, but if Lorne Michaels, the guy who created the show, the guy who's kept the show in business all these years, it's his show, Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Table at Orso's, Lorne Michaels,
Why doesn't he step in? Why doesn't he throw himself in front of this gorilla to save your job? What's going on there?
With that?
It sounds to me like he's a quisling.
He is?
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Maybe we can get a dictionary at the break.
But you know what I'm saying? This is the guy. Didn't Lorne Michaels hire you?
Yes, he did.
Well, then who ought to be able to fire you?
Lorne Michaels,
Right, so where was he? Did he fire you?
No, he didn't fire me.
But he's like your buddy, right? You're buddies with Lorne.
Yeah, he's a good man, and
Now,
he's
what did he
always
say to you?
been very supportive of me.
Well, I guess not. What did he say to you?
He said to me, he says, he said, look, Norm, this is the deal. You know? He said, I want you to stay on as Weekend Update.
Oh, good. Well, there you go. Well, great. So you got the job back. That's good news.
Attaboy, congratulations.
Hang on. Stay right there. Think about it. We're going to get this straightened out. All right, Norm? Good to see you, buddy.
Okay.
We'll be right back here with Norm Macdonald. Is here from Saturday Night Live. Peter Wilson from La Femme Nikita Streb. You ever seen these Streb people? Oh, they're great. They're going to change your life. What do you got there, Norm? You looked up quisling.
Yeah, I looked up
what does it say?
quisling.
Yeah.
And also, do you know what quizmaster means?
Yeah. That'd be like Alex Trebek. Yeah, I knew that.
No, quisling is a master of ceremonies on a game show.
There you go.
Now, quisling is a traitor who serves as the puppet of the enemy occupying his country.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Norm Macdonald, you, sir, are no quisling.
I thought I was dumb when I didn't know what quisling was. Yeah. I think I'm even dumber now because I still don't know what it is.
So now, Norm, a couple of things come to mind here. This seems so preposterous to me, so unfathomable, so unreasonable that I'm guessing, oh, it's like a stunt, like a publicity stunt, like big-time wrestling or something. Is that kind of deal? Where you and Don Ohlmeyer will have a feud and you'll wrestle on the show or something for your job, one of those deals?
No, I like Don Ohlmeyer.
Oh, no, how can you like... This weasel fired you!
No, but he doesn't think I'm funny.
And yet you like the man.
Sure, I mean, you know.
Here's what.
A lot of people don't think I'm funny.
Enjoy your complimentary beverage. Now, tomorrow night...
It ain't whiskey, but it's good.
Now, there's a great song. Now, tomorrow night, come back on the show, or Friday night, come back on the show and do Weekend Update. You can do Weekend Update here. You can be the Weekend Update guy on this show.
That'd be great.
Well, there you go. Good. Now, who's taking your place on the Weekend Update?
I don't know. Apparently, they had some press release today, but I don't read the papers, that wasn't good either.
No, not if you're in charge of Weekend Update.
Yeah.
To just blatantly admit that you don't know what's going on.
I did too many Nixon jokes.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you who's taking your place. Nobody can take your place, Norm Macdonald. That's what I think. You don't seem to be taking this too hard. You seem to be taking it pretty well.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because if somebody doesn't like you, then and they own the joint, you know, that's fine. I mean, I don't know.
Why would you want to work in that atmosphere? Why wouldn't you want to take a hike and say, well, I'll show you. I'll take my little Weekend Update someplace else and bury you punks?
I don't know. I guess I'm a damn quisling or something.
Norm, geez, I hope you land on your feet. I think you're going to, but you're going to be in part of the show anyway, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing, you know,
I know.
things.
Yeah.
I'll be, you know, now I find out.
Hilarious impression of me. You'll be doing that, I guess.
No, I won't
Why didn't
do
they
that.
fire that?
What they do is now they're saying, oh, we'll put you in a whole bunch of sketches, which I don't want to be in, because then they're like, here, you're the scientist, and you're the scientist in charge of Monkey Boy or some damn thing. And, you know, and then I'm like running in going, hey, cheerleaders, what's going on? I haven't seen Monkey Boy, and I don't know how to...
That ain't a bad sketch, though, Norm.
That's true.
That ain't bad. That's got possibilities. How's everything at home? Your mom all right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you get to see your mom much?
She came to visit me in New York, you know.
That's nice.
And she's real sweet, you know. She doesn't know much about show business, you know, but she always tries, because she knows I'm in show business.
Right, yeah.
I mean, until tonight. And so she always tries to give me, like, the showbiz news. I remember, like, a couple of years ago, she phoned me up. She goes, oh, my God, have you heard the news? Liza Minnelli's a phony. And that was her, like, story.
Liza Minnelli's a phony.
Yeah, and I thought, how can that be like a story? Yeah. Like, man, I'm sure she probably is a phony, you know, but how would that be a scoop? And then, like, it took me a while to figure out. She was talking about them, remember Milli Vanilli?
Yeah.
She's like into that stuff, you know.
She must be very excited and proud, though. I mean, because you work with big stars. Like I know you've worked with Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah, Bill Cosby, man. He's my favorite guy ever since I was young, and I got to open for him at this comedy thing, and he was the greatest. I got to meet him and stuff. And you know, when you meet these guys, it's so like, you know, you're in shock or something, you know, because you can't believe you're talking to this guy. And so I told him, I said, you know, he's always funny. He has that funny way of talking. So I go, hey, hi, nice to meet you, Mr. Cosby. And he goes like, yes, yes, you know. Yeah. And then you just laugh, you know. And then, so I go, oh, man, I go, you're my favorite, you know. And ever since I was a little kid, I always listened to you. You're my dad's favorite comedian ever, you know. And he goes, now, where is your dad from?
Yeah.
You know?
That's so pretty good. That's pretty good.
Maybe I'll do him this week on the show. So I tell Cosby, you know, I say, oh, my dad's from Ottawa. So he turns to his buddy Ben as his manager or something, and he goes, Ben, we aren't the Ottawa, you know? And Ben goes, yes, we are playing Ottawa soon. Ben understands everything Cosby says. And he goes, yes, Mr. Cosby, we are. We do have a gig in Ottawa and coming up. And he goes, what is your father? Give me a paper. So he gets a paper and he goes, here, now, write your father's name on the paper. Well, everything's funny as that. If I said that, hey, write your father's name on the paper.
No, it's not, no.
So he goes, and the pen. The man needs the pen. You know? So I get the pen and the paper, you know. So I'm writing down my father's thing, and then all of a sudden I realize that my father's dead.
See, that's a problem. Oh, man. Oh, man.
So I panic, you know. I'm in this situation. My dad's been dead 8, 9 years, and I got the paper and the pen, you know.
Yeah.
And so I know Ottawa's area code, you know, so I write that, and then I'm just writing down like random numbers, you know. And then I go, here you go, Mr. Cosby, this is my father still alive's number here, you know. And he's like, hey, get up, you know. And then, so I thought, God, man, that's a stupid thing I did, you know. And then a couple weeks later, I get a call, and it's Bill Cosby on the phone. And he's like, I phoned the number. And he was so sweet, like he'd actually phoned my father's number. Like, what a great man, you know?
Man.
And he said, the man does not live with the number. The man answered, and not your father, you know? So I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure. You know? Because I couldn't go, oh, yeah, I forgot, he's been dead 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Norm, I hope we've been able to get you through your darkest hour. And that I hope you somehow find the will to carry on. And normally this would be the time when we'd mention the show on Saturday night, but I'm so angry about this that I don't care about the show Saturday night, and neither should you.
Oh.
Good to see you, Norm.
Thank you, man.
Come back anytime. Norm MacDonald. We'll be right back with Peter Wilson.
For 5 years, our first guest was the star of Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, and then he got fired, which makes absolutely no sense to any of us here. He now stars in a brand new film entitled Dirty Work. It opens in May. Here he is, one of our favorites, Norm Macdonald. Norm. You look good, Norm. The crowd goes crazy. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks, man.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. You know, Norm, the last time you were here, it was a traumatic, difficult situation because I believe it was like the day after you had been released, kind of undone, let go,
Yeah,
something like that, fired.
it was that very day.
That very day. Yeah. Well, how has it been since then?
Well, it's been weird, you know, like, it's been weird.
You were just fired, as it turned out, right?
Yeah, I got fired.
Right.
And then when I was talking to you on the show that day, because this guy, Don Ohlmeyer, fired me, and I didn't know the guy, you know, and you kept saying, like, he's an idiot, he's a pinhead, you know, and stuff like that. And I would say, like, he's a good guy, you know. And turns out you were right.
Oh, man, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'll admit when I'm wrong.
I've never been happier to be right about something in my life.
Yeah. So, because I went and met with him, you know, I never...
Now, wait a minute. After you get fired, you then have to go to a meeting with the guy?
Yeah, because I wanted to leave the show entirely. You know, I thought that would be the next thing.
Right.
And so, and then, you know, I talked to all these guys I pay money to, you know, and I go, hey, how about you guys figure out something there, you know? And then they're like, well, we were talking to this one guy that said that he maybe could do, you know, and it took forever. So I said, how about I just go talk to the dude that fired me?
Face to face, mano a mano. It shows great courage, great class, grace, I believe, on your part.
Yeah, well, I'm a courageous, classy dude. So I go, I have to go to his office there. He lives in Hollywood, California, you know. And
he's a big shot, this guy, Don Ohlmeyer, a big shot.
Oh, yeah.
One of these guys comes to work very early and spends most of the day selecting monograms, you know. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his office is like, I went to his office, and it's this big office, you know, and then you go in there. I'm not used to these things, you know. I'm just a guy used to nightclub, you know, smoking nightclubs.
You're a hard-working guy.
Yeah. So I go in there, and that guy, Don Ohlmeyer's there, so I go, how you doing? And we talk, and he...
Well, how was that? Was it cordial? Was it a bit icy?
No, it was cordial. He gave me a lighter.
For being, like, it's what, a parting gift? Well, he's giving you what?
He had a lighter, you know, and he goes, hey, want a lighter? And then he gave me an umbrella. I don't know, it was like a...
You get fired and you get stuff. You're like, hey, how about a clock radio? How about a lighter?
Anything on the top shelf I could have. So I just said to the guy, I said, listen, man, because I appreciate that you don't think I'm funny. That's fine.
Now, that was the issue. That seemed to be the turning point. Don Ohlmeyer didn't think you were funny.
Exactly.
Right. Now, in your assessment of him in this meeting, is he a funny guy?
Well, it's not his job. His job is picking up them monograms.
Yeah. But he's one of these guys, he fancies himself creative, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, I suppose. I mean,
well, you know, I worked for Don Ohlmeyer when I was at NBC for years and years and years, and I know the guy.
Yeah.
And here's a guy who could not create gas after a bean dinner.
That's not true. I witnessed that. No, now the thing was, I said, okay, so you think I'm not funny? That's fine, you know, who cares? But I said, why don't we just all quit, leave the show, right? You keep your money, because you don't want to pay money to a guy that's not funny.
Exactly.
And then I'll go try to be funny somewhere else.
Perfect point.
And then he didn't like that idea.
Why not?
I don't know, because it seems to me that, because, you know, there's other networks, there's CBS.
Well, other networks, sure.
Yeah. And so my contention was, I thought he would love that idea, because what better for his network than to have an unfunny guy on another network?
Exactly, that's right. He can't have it both ways.
Yeah, he can have it both ways, apparently. He's a Quisling?
Yes. No. But at least there are no Quislings in the picture now. When you were here before, I smelled a Quisling. The Quislings are gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Good for you.
And so, so the way it stands now is, I can leave the show as long as I don't do anything else on any competing show.
Right. Well, that stinks. That's no
Yeah,
good. Now,
that's
how
no
long will that last?
God, I don't know, man. It's as long as long
Contractually, how long are you bound to them?
I'm bound to them contractually. It's all, you know, stuff that I'm not that familiar with.
But in the meantime, they are continuing to pay you, right?
Yeah, they pay me, and I go to the show and hang out.
Yeah. Now, what is that like, being around your old friends on the show? Do they like having you there now or not?
Well, everybody's kind of uncomfortable. Nobody wants, you know, everybody's uncomfortable.
Sure.
And they'd be glad to see me go, and I'd be glad to see them see me go. And just this Don Ohlmeyer character,
yeah.
You know, is, I don't know. I don't know how this...
You know what you should do, though? You should come here to CBS and get a show right here. You should come to CBS and make Pretty Boy, make Mr. Cufflinks, make Don Ohlmeyer do this show. I want to find out, Norm, how your family and friends are taking this, and we'll do that. We have to pause. We'll return visiting with Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen. Kid who invented the talk underwater thing. Well, I would guess that one of the good things about this, you had some time off. Have you taken some vacation? Have you gone anywhere, traveled?
Yeah, I went. I wanted to get away from all the showbiz, crazy showbiz.
Yeah.
So I decided I'd go on a vacation, you know.
Right.
And I don't like to go to hotels, because all my years of doing my nightclub act, I don't like hotels.
Yeah.
So I decided I'll go, you know, my buddy tells me, he goes, hey, you should go to one of them bed and breakfasts. You ever hear tell of them?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. The idea is you go there, it's a guy's house, and you live in his room, and then he makes you some breakfast.
Right. Very
Yeah. It's a thumbnail, you know.
That's it, sure.
So I looked one up on the internet there, and I found one. I went to Vancouver Island, Victoria, which is beautiful.
Lovely.
Oh, my God, it's God's little country. And so I go there, and I look up my place where I'm supposed to go. I have it on a little piece of paper, and I knock on the door, right? And there's no answer. So I knock again, and there's still no answer. So finally, I look like in the window there, and there's an old man sleeping on a couch, you know?
Yeah.
So I bang on the door, ringing the doorbell, you know? So finally I hear like, hey, keep your pants on there, you know, from the inside. And he comes to the door, old guy, you know, but I'd say 80, 85 years old. Old Harold Delaney was his name.
Harold Delaney.
Yeah, nice enough gentleman, you know. And so I got in there, and I says, well, I better go to sleep. There's no one else there, you know? Like, I thought it'd be like a whole bunch of people in different rooms, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just me.
Yeah.
So I go up, and I go to sleep, and I'm ready to go to sleep, and a knock comes on the door, right? A knock on my bedroom door.
Right.
So I figure, uh-oh, old Harold Delaney wants to have sex with me there. You know?
That's the first thought that went through your mind, huh?
Well, I'm a young fella. These days, anything
not a
goes.
bad-looking guy, sure, yeah.
I'm not
Traveling alone, why
sure.
not?
And of course, I didn't come to Victoria to have sex with old Harold Delaney. You know, I came to do some sightseeing.
Of course.
Yeah. So then I hear him. He goes, well, you ought to play some Scrabble.
Oh, Scrabble.
Yeah, so I say, okay, that's good.
Sure.
I'll play some Scrabble. So I go down, and he pulls out this old Scrabble game there, and we start to play, you know, and I like Scrabble, you know. So I get the first turn, you know, because I picked the lower letter, and so I get the first turn. So I make rabbit, you know.
Pretty good.
It's a good word. And then And then I do it pretty quick. I take like a couple of minutes. And then old Harold Delaney, he takes like a half hour to like get his word. And the whole time he's not talking, he's not telling me old stories, because I like hearing old stories, you know. And instead, it was like for a half hour, it's just Harold Delaney going. So then after a half an hour of that, you know, I'm just sitting there. He comes up with his word. It's hat. That's his word, yeah. Hat. So he puts it, and he takes the word hat, and then he puts it like way in the corner on that triple letter score.
Right.
The triple word, the red one
right.
that you want to get to.
Yeah, sure.
But you can't just put it there.
No, it's got to have some relation to rabbit.
Yeah. You got to move up there, you know, and finally get to there. But instead, he just puts it right there.
Oh, no.
So I go, all right, you know. And so then it's my turn, you know. I do something, and quickly, and then again, the same thing, like, you know. And then time going by, and then every word, and I was coming up with good words. You know, I had sleigh, you know, a sleigh ride, and avocado.
Whoa.
It was a 7-letter word.
Yep.
You get 50 extra points. I'm still way behind him.
He's just freelancing the board.
Yeah. Yes. And so finally I decided I'm gonna I gotta say something, you know? So and all his words were like cup and hat, and I think it was just like things he'd see around the room, you know? And so I'm playing excellently. I should be in the lead, but instead I'm like 1,000 points behind. And finally, like, I gotta say something, you know? So he puts boot, you know, up on this triple, and it really annoyed me because I was building towards the triple letter. And he just puts boot, and so I said, finally, I gotta say something here. And I go, hey, old Harold Delaney there, I don't know, you can't put boot there. And then he goes, you never heard tell of a boot? So I go, no, I know what a boot is. I'm just saying. He goes, if a fella goes out there to wear a boot. So I go, no, I know I made avocado. I know a boot. You know? And it just took him forever. And I noticed a weird thing. There were no blanks. You know, you have the blanks in the game, and it's always good to use any letter, right? Yeah. I realized there's no blanks in this game, and I figured old Harold Delaney must have, when he got the game, figured, what the hell is that, you know, and throwing it away.
Can't use it.
Yeah.
Now, how was the breakfast? Did you have the breakfast?
There was no breakfast. I got up the next day. I was so hungry from playing Scrabble all night. So he says, hey, Harold, how you doing there? How about some breakfast? And he goes, I've never been much for breakfast. So I go, oh, all right. So I go, I guess I'll go down to McDonald's and pick up some breakfast or something, Harold. And he goes, can you get me an egg McMuffin? It was crazy.
Norm, you got a movie coming out here, Dirty Work.
Oh, yeah.
Opening May 15th. So things are looking good for you.
Yeah, that's going to be a good movie.
Good for you. You're landing on your feet, buddy. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Nice to have
you here.
Unless
the movie stinks.
No, the movie will be... Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen. Very popular star of the Saturday Night Live Weekend Update. We're always happy when he finds time in his schedule to drop by and say hello. Here he is, the always amusing Norm MacDonald. Norm, tonight. I think you're very funny, Norm. I always enjoy your work, and I'm glad you're here. Nice
Me too, man. You're the funniest dude in the world.
No, I'm just mediocre funny.
And you got the 1,000 shows,
right.
1,000 shows.
Yeah, but you're really funny, and you'll always have that. I'm just a dork, you know.
What?
I'm just a dork, you know, struggling, just a guy trying to make a buck.
What?
What have you been doing? What have you been doing? What's going on in your life? Take us through some of your activities, your life, your free time. So, you know, a couple hours with Norm Macdonald.
I got a lot of free time now, and so... So what I did was I returned to my first love, you know, dance. No, not dance. I returned to my first love, the stand-up comedy.
Oh, you're doing the stand-up. Good for you.
So I go around the country to different smoky nightclubs, and I do my jokes, you know, and it's great, you know. It's the doing the jokes is fun, but then the rest of the time, did you ever go on the road?
A little bit. I didn't care for it. It just didn't have the stamina for it. It's difficult.
It's rough, man, because other than doing the stand-up, you just go to a town, you're basically like a drifter or something, you know. You show up, you hang around, and then you sit and you're watching the TV all the time, you know. And I love the TV, you know, but when you watch it all the time, you just watch anything, you know. I watched ESPN too. They got all the Deuce.
Yeah, sure, the Deuce, yeah.
And they got sports there that, you know, they're kind of weird sports. Like they got kickboxing. Yeah. You ever heard of that sport?
Yeah.
And that's an odd sport. What they do is they combine the style and grace of boxing with kicking. You know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of immature. A guy's boxing, all of a sudden he kicks the guy, you know. They're just cheating, you know.
Yeah, I think so. Sure.
Yeah. And then also what you do is you try to get the pay movies there, you know.
Oh yeah, you ever dial up any of the? You can get like first-run features.
Yeah. I ordered Pulp Fiction. You know that movie?
Oh sure.
It's a gritty urban satire, you know. It said that on the little thing. I wouldn't have known. And so I said, yeah, I'll get Pulp Fiction. I heard great things about that. So I order it, right? And they send me a different movie, a movie called by the name of Pump Friction.
I never heard of it.
You never heard of that movie?
No, what is it?
Well, it's different than Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is a gritty urban satire. Pump Friction is a bunch of dudes and ladies having dirty sex.
Whoa!
And, you know...
So there's a mix-up, obviously.
Yeah. And it wasn't a bad movie, you know. It was... Actually, with those dirty movies, I find, like, they're good for about 15, 20 minutes. I'm really interested.
Right.
And then there's one point that all of a sudden I'm bored, you know. I can't... I just lose interest completely, and I feel deeply ashamed, you know?
The human mechanism working there. I don't know what that is. Norm, how's your family been with your recent situation with Saturday Night Live? You don't work there anymore. They're probably very proud when you had the job, and now you don't have that. I mean, how have they been? A bit supportive, I would think.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, they're supportive. My mom came to visit me, you know, here in New York City, and she wanted to go to a Broadway play. That's her idea in New York.
Sure.
Broadway, you know, they got the Broadway plays.
She comes down from Canada?
Canada, yeah, from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And she's, you know, she doesn't know, like, she's not a big city person like you and me. So she's like, oh, we got to go see a Broadway play. So, but I didn't want to, because the last time she came and visited, I took her to this Broadway play, and I'd never been to a Broadway play, you know. So I took her to this one. They had this one, How to Succeed in Business, even if you don't really care to.
Right.
And I take her to that.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Right.
She wasn't there. They had some other lady. So, we get in there, and I never been to a play. Oh my God, it's horrible. You go in, and you got to sit. They have little chairs. You're all crunched up. It costs like $90 or something like that. And then you sit there, you watch it, and these dudes come in. They're all doing stuff, you know. And the thing is, like, you kind of got to use your imagination a lot, because they'll go, like, it's an office, right? Meanwhile, it's just a chair and a desk, you know? And then they have, like, maybe a window with, like, a fake moon behind it. So you go, oh, I guess it's nighttime there, you know? And it's, like, just hellish, you know? And then everybody's singing every time, you know? And singing and dancing around, and and it was about business, about the business world, you know. And so at one point there, the coffee guy comes, you know. He's bringing in the coffee, and so then they all get excited because the coffee's coming, and so they're singing, "Oh, here's the coffee, we want to drink the coffee," you know. And really excited about that. And my mom, she talks. She's used to just watching the TV, and so she doesn't know that you're not supposed to talk out loud. And so she's like, the whole time, she's like, "Oh, good God, that's just like me. I have to have my coffee in the morning." And I'm like, "All right, you know, it's okay." And then I think the coffee machine broke, and then everybody went, "Oh, we don't have our coffee." So it lasted forever. And like, you're just watching the stuff and trying to imagine what it would really look like on the TV, you know. So then finally the damn thing's over. It takes like an hour and a half, and you go, "Okay, let's get the hell out of here." You go out. It's not over. It's intermission. They have an intermission. So intermission. You know, it's you go out into this crowded foyer, just packed with people, and they're all discussing it. You know, they're going, "Hey, remember the coffee there?" And I'm going, "Holy Lord!" So I see some dude that works there. I go, "Hey, listen, you got that Knicks Charlotte game on somewhere?" Because I knew the Knicks were playing the Hornets there, and the guy, no, sir, no, you know. And I go, "Anything, the sports tick or something like that?" He goes, "No, this is the theater." You know, he's all like snooty, you know. "This is the and the, like, you know, it's a theater. There's got a whole bunch of them." The theater. So then when she came back, I definitely didn't want to take her to another but you know, it's my mom and everything, and she's got, "Oh, we gotta go see another Broadway play." And I go, yeah, then you know, the playoffs are starting and everything, you know, but so I go, "Okay, well, why don't we go to, like, you know, Cats? I hear that's a good thing."
Sure.
You know, so I take her. Oh, you know what, an interesting thing, when we're going to Cats, we're walking down the street, and my mom stops in a donut shop. She likes eating donuts, and she goes in to buy herself a cruller there, and I stay outside.
A cruller?
A cruller is a type of donut.
Cruller is the same as a cruller?
What did I say?
I think he said cruller, but I could be wrong as well. I don't know. Cruller. Maybe a cruller?
No, it's a cruller.
It's a cruller. All right, fine, sure.
I'm pretty sure it's a cruller.
Yeah.
No, because even on the thing it says C-R-U-L, and then over the U is like one of those things.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, go get yourself a cruller." And I waited inside. She comes out. She goes, "Oh, Norm, oh my God, you wouldn't believe it." She says, "Your friend David Letterman is in the donut shop."
Is that right?
And she thinks we're friends. You know, I don't know. I guess I told her we were friends.
Yeah, we're sort of friends.
I told her we were best friends.
Well, I would like to be your friend. Sure.
So she says, "Oh, he's in there," and I go, "Mom, man, David Letterman's not in a donut shop. You know, it doesn't make sense. And you know, he's my best friend. I would know. You know, if he was in a donut shop." So she says, "No, just go say hi to him. He'll like to see you." So I go into the donut shop. And there's a dude sitting there. He's not you.
Yeah.
He's just some dude with like a Late Show T-shirt on.
Right.
And I think he was even like a Mexican guy or something like that. You know?
It could be, I guess, yeah.
And so I said, "Oh, man, that can't be David Letterman, you know?" So I walk out and I say, "Mom, you know, that was him, but he's busy, you know, and he doesn't want to be bothered by any of this." So anyways, we go to the Cats, you know? And this is something I've heard about for years. Cats. Been around a long
and forever.
time. Yeah. Is that what it is?
I think.
Yeah. And I go there. I go, what?
Cruller.
So I go to Cats. You're not. I don't know if I'm an idiot or if everybody else is an idiot, but it's probably me.
No.
It's about cats.
That's right.
I'm talking. It's about actual cats.
Actual cats.
So I said to the guy at halftime during the thing, I go out and I say, "There's a dude working there." I say, "Good God, man, that's about actual cats, right?" So the guy goes, "Well, what the hell you expect? It says cats." And I go, "I don't know. I thought it was like a symbolism. You know what I mean?"
Yeah, sure, right.
I mean, if you went to like Dog Day Afternoon and there's a bunch of dogs in the afternoon, you'd want your money back.
Literal, exactly, yeah. Listen, Norm, it's good to see you again. I want you to have a lovely summer and keep us posted as to what's going on in the future, all right? Nice to have you with us,
Hey,
Norm.
thanks for coming.
Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen, right here. We'll be back to Pearl Jam. For many years, our first guest was the very, very funny and popular anchor of the Saturday Night Live Weekend Update. Now he's starring in a brand new motion picture entitled Dirty Work, and it opens June 12th. Here's Norm MacDonald. Norm. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the show.
Nice to see you.
Huh?
Too. Nice to see you, too.
How's it going?
It's going all right. Good. It's pretty good.
Hey, you're a movie star, buddy. How many films you been in?
I was in the People versus Larry Flint. As you know, I played one of the people.
All right.
And that's about all.
Yeah. And now you have the Dirty Work coming out.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of the movie this afternoon. I haven't seen the entire movie because we couldn't get a copy. But yeah, I got some of it, so I looked at some of it. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. A
lot of good people in it. Chris Farley, you know, it's very when you see Chris Farley in this film.
Yeah, Chris Farley.
It's just one of those things. You see that, and for a second, you know, mind plays for a second. You think, oh, great, and then you realize, oh, well, this will probably be his last movie. But he's very, well, I mean, obviously, I know it'll be his last movie.
Yeah, it will be his last movie.
But he's really funny.
He's incredibly
funny.
funny,
is just naturally funny.
And he was great.
Chevy Chase in the film as well.
Chevy Chase and Don Rickles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like Don. Don's great, isn't he?
Great.
Was he fun to hang around with?
He was really fun. Like we just wanted him to insult people in the movie. So we just wrote these insults that I thought sounded like Don Rickles. Yeah. And then he got there and he like insulted the insults. Yeah. He said they were all horrible. So then he just he just said, do whatever you want, just insult us. And he was funny. He's especially funny when he insults you and it makes no sense.
Right, yeah.
Like he'd come up to me and he'd go, let me tell you something. Why don't you go to Alaska and suck on a green whale? And I go, what? I don't know, what does that mean?
Yeah, pretty good. And you wrote the film, right?
Yeah, I wrote the film. Yeah. I wrote it because there was all these guys that I really liked, like Chevy and Don Rickles and Farley and stuff. So I just wrote them all into the movie, and then I was lucky that I got them all to do it.
And, you know, I was surprised.
It's hard to write a movie, man.
Oh, I would think
Lord,
so, yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, because people send me scripts sometimes to be in, and I can't even read them. They take like hundreds of words, and you get all sleepy, you know? So to write it is even way harder because I don't have a typewriter, first of all, at all.
Really?
I never learned how to type. And so my buddy Frank has one, so he wrote it with me.
Now it's nice of you to include Frank, but did he write it or just type it?
No, he wrote it.
He was a co-writer on this.
Yeah, he was a co-writer. Yeah. My buddy Frank and Fred. Frank Sebastiano and Fred Wolf.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Yeah.
I always say to Fred Wolf, he lives in Hollywood, and I say to him, you must be pretty comfortable out there in Hollywood, Fred Wolf, because there's a lot of wolves out there. You know, a Hollywood wolf?
Yeah, oh sure, yeah.
Skirt chaser.
A skirt chaser, that's right. And you know what? I thought this was interesting. You know who directed the movie? Of course you know, you were in the film. TV blooper Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
TV blooper Saget.
Yeah, he directed it.
Yeah. Can he direct?
No, not at all.
Was it just a lot of people getting hit with a rake and stuff? Just bang! A lot of people falling down at weddings and that kind of thing?
It was very comfortable with him as a director, though, because like he would give me like acting notes. He'd go, I think you should do it this way. And then I'd go, I've seen you on that Full House. What are you talking about?
So you hired him to direct the movie so you'd have somebody to push around? Is that what it is?
No, he actually is very, very funny.
Yeah, he's a nice, and smart guy. Don't kid yourself. He's a smart guy.
No, he's a smart guy, wealthy.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, for for several years he had 2 shows, 2 big, popular, hot shows
2
on
top
ABC.
10 shows.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, they be holding no benefits for this guy.
No.
Yeah. Now, there's every time you're on the show, there's some kind of controversy. There's some kind of controversy
I
with
know.
you. And I pick up the paper this morning, and actually I have people who pick it up for me. And right there, bingo, another controversy.
Yeah.
And so I tell you what, let's hang on to it for a second. We'll go away. When we come back, we'll talk to Norm about the latest nasty controversy in this poor man's life. We'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful city. You're in Hollywood now, though, aren't you?
Jacques Villeneuve?
Yeah, Jacques Villeneuve. Canadian.
Canadian who grew up in my city, and his father was my all-time hero.
Gilles. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Did you meet him backstage?
No, I haven't. I met Randy Travis, and
Yeah.
I'm a huge country music fan, and George Jones is my favorite, so this is a big night for me.
Do you like the new country? Or you like the old?
No,
country?
the new is gay.
Oh hell yeah! Oh
I
sure.
like the old stuff.
Yeah.
Billy Joe Shaver.
Did you ever go see these guys work?
I saw George Jones. My dad took me to see George Jones, and he was a bit of a drinker.
George, oh yeah.
Yeah. And so I was a little kid. My dad had seen him like 10 times. And when I was like 9, I went to see George Jones. And my dad said, the last song George sings is He Stopped Loving Her Today, his signature piece.
That's the end of it, yeah.
The greatest country song ever written. So here he is, George Jones. His 3rd song, he goes, he stopped loving her. And so my dad goes, oh, damn. And so then at the end,
Holy crap!
yeah, holy crap.
Yeah.
So George Jones did like an 8-minute concert, and then afterwards, right after, he goes, "Good night, Ottawa. Thank you very much." And I was like, "What?"
So George kind of just got fuzzy a little bit, didn't know what he was doing.
And he went home, and then everybody got their money back.
It was a happy ending. So anyway, the movie, which from what I've seen, it looks very, very funny.
It is.
It's
It's
got a great
hilarious.
cast, and it looks very funny. And you're a funny man, and I think the world of you. So I know the movie is going to be very successful,
Yeah.
and I know this is going to be a great thing in your
Yeah.
career. But what is this attending controversy? What is going on?
Well,
what is
in the
problem?
paper
What is
today-
the problem?
I don't know. In the paper today, there you got the TV Post, right?
Right here.
There it
This is today's New York Post. Take a look
There's
at
a
that.
picture of me with a big X through my head.
Now, what the hell is that all about? NBC Dirty Work nixes Norm. What exactly are we talking about there?
Yeah, that's Don Ohlmeyer has decided not to run
This is
any...
Don Ohlmeyer right here. This is the guy who runs NBC.
Yeah.
Don Ohlmeyer
Yeah.
right there. Hi, girls, would you mind coming up to the suite audition? That's Don right there. Yeah.
So-
Here you go. Oh, sure, Don always gets a suite.
So Don has decided not to run any ads for my movie on his network,
Now,
NBC.
what is the deal? What is... In NBC, now Norm, let's just do the math on this a little bit. NBC is owned by General Electric, maybe the single biggest global corporate entity on the globe.
Yes.
And they're generating, GE and NBC generating, several $1 billion a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What the hell could they possibly care about you and your movie? What is going on?
I don't understand it at all.
Did you do something to this guy? Did you bust into his house or something?
No, I didn't do any. I don't understand, first of all. Because I get kind of depressed sometimes, because this guy, he's best friends with O.J. Simpson.
Right.
Right? And that's
Now,
fine.
is that true? Are they best friends?
Yes, they're best friends.
They
He's
hang out. This
yes,
guy and O.J.,
yes,
they play golf.
Yes. Now, how can he not like me?
Yeah. Yeah, girls, just go on out and read the lines, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'll give you a call. So the deal is they won't advertise your movie on NBC?
They won't advertise my movie on NBC, and then just before I came to the show, they tell me they have canceled all these interviews I had with any NBC affiliate. Don Ohlmeyer actually phoned NBC affiliates, these little stations.
That's great.
And
He's
he
got
went
nothing better to do. Yeah. He doesn't have to kiss up to Seinfeld now, so that freed up his whole day. He doesn't have to kiss his ass anymore. He's just got... So they're like worried that your movie is somehow going to put NBC out of business? Is that what it is?
They do not want the movie to be successful at all.
This is the guy who fired you from Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought it was over. And then I keep reading like feud. There's no feud because
No, there's not.
I never did anything to him.
That's right.
For a feud, I'd have to be going, ah! You know? But I don't know what it is. He seems like a nice... I met him once.
This is terrorism. This is terrorism. This is completely uncalled for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. They are scared because Seinfeld was canceled, you know, and then what other big shows do they have over there?
Single guy?
Yeah. So and they're
Rhoda?
afraid.
Is Rhoda still on?
They're afraid because they fired you that somehow you're going to come back and bite them in the ass. That's what they're worried about. And I would take this as a great compliment to your wit and wisdom.
But I just want to open up a paper and read about who's on the Lisa Gibbons show today.
Yeah, that's right. That's how you start your day.
Yeah.
It's like a punch in the stomach, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's go on to more pleasant matters. We'll show a little bit of the film.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this clip I wanted to show you because it's Chris Farley, and I think he's really funny. What happened was he came, and he's a great writer, and like he can off the top, he can what's that?
Ad lib.
Ad lib. I'm not a good ad-libber myself.
Canadian.
But he could, you know, improvise. And so there was this scene where I told him, just say whatever you want, because I know, like, how crazy funny he is. So he was just supposed to go, I come to him for help in this character. His character has no nose, half a nose. And I'm in trouble in the movie, so I come to Chris Farley, and I ask him, his name's Jimmy No Nose, and I ask him, he says, I ask him for some help. You know, if he can help me out, I'm in trouble. And then Chris Farley just improvises this, and it's brilliant.
Here we go. The name of the film, of course, is Dirty Work. Norm Macdonald, Chris Farley. Take a look. There you go. Norm Macdonald, Chris Farley. Dirty Work. It opens June 12th.
June the 12th.
Have you had a big premiere? Is it going to be like a big premiere and spotlights?
Yeah,
and that
there
kind
was going to be, but I don't know now.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, maybe Olmeyer has some kind of connections.
He's following you around, shutting down all your fun. Don't you worry about him.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about him. He's jealous. That's what it is.
He's jealous.
Yeah.
In this movie, actually, I get revenge against this rich jackass that makes my life a living hell.
Well, there you go. Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.